Welcome back. I'm Pete Gluzak for Bash University TV Live. We are live from the 2017 iCast show. We're down here in Orlando, Florida. iCast is the industry trade show that everything happens here first. The best industry tackle manufacturers, rods, reels, are all bringing their stuff here, and we're all getting a look at it for the very, very first time. But I have sitting with me someone that's very, very important at Bash University, and we're tickled to death to be partnered with Keep America Fishing and the Pitch It campaign in particular. We're here in Conservation Hall, and here with me from Keep America Fishing and the Pitch It campaign is Alan Luck. Appreciate you being here with me this afternoon.
Yes, sir. As the advocacy campaign for ASA, Keep America Fishing, we're really glad that y'all are here this year.
You guys run this show.
Yeah.
Right? The American Sport Fishing Association, which is, I guess, the parent company to Keep America Fishing. Is that kind of how that relationship works?
Yeah, we're the advocacy campaign, so they saw the need for a grassroots level organization within the ASA, so
okay.
That's when Keep America Fishing came about.
Excellent. Well, we see it everywhere, and we're all about that at the Bash University. We're proponents of everything to keep people fishing, introduce kids to fishing, and very, very concerned about the conservation of our natural resources. It's a major influence on everything that we teach and what we talk about. And we're here to talk about the Pitch It campaign, which is a campaign to keep our soft plastics properly disposed and keep them out of our waterways. That's what the Pitch It campaign to me is all about. How did that campaign come about?
Yeah, so basically it was 2014.
Okay.
And Maine had legislation out in an attempt to ban soft plastics.
Right.
And
I remember that.
From what I've heard, it wasn't even bass that started the whole thing. It was trout. And it was a very select few of trout that were caught and had soft plastics in their stomachs. And that's how it all came about. It was a rally around the industry, basically, to keep America fishing. Yeah.
Right. They're basically there was a movement to take the bait away from us, right, and eliminate our soft plastics. That's been a staple. The plastic worm is probably the first bass that we all was caught on probably a soft plastic worm of some sort. So I really appreciate you guys being an advocate of the fishermen and getting after it. And I think this is a great way to do it with the Pitch It campaign. What is the Pitch It campaign?
I'll get back to after the Maine incident, basically Keep America Fishing developed our campaign in an attempt to keep this from ever happening again. Mm-hmm. And so the goal of it was to get as many people to take the pledge to properly dispose their soft plastics.
I took the pledge.
Awesome.
How do you take the pledge?
Yeah, you go to pledgetopitchit.org, and basically it's your signature. You're not signing up for anything.
Mm-hmm.
There's no cost to it, but basically it is showing the industry that you're being honest and you're getting rid of all your soft plastics after every time you go out on the water, not throwing them when they're used into your waterways. And we're trying to get as many organizations to recycle their soft plastics, but if there's no recycling, definitely pitch them in the trash instead of the water.
What is happening with recycling? What does exist out there right now?
Basically, we leave it up to all the organizations to take care of themselves.
Okay.
So FLW is working at all the tour level events and a lot of their other groups. BASS, we're working with the Bass Nation. We have 23 states that are involved in it right now.
So what do they do? Provide containers on the tournament sites, or what do they do?
Yep. For example, FLW has containers at every weigh-in of theirs to collect, and then they'll be sending them to a recycling processor at the end of the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, boy, that's a great feature. I mean, we certainly would rather have them recycled, but I guess you already said if recycling is not available, you just simply have to make sure that makes it in the trash.
Exactly. And as far as the nation clubs go, we leave it to every state to come up with their own proposal on how they want to do it, and then we accept their proposal. And as you'll talk with later, Jackal has gotten involved and is giving these Bass Nation states $1,000 worth of baits to give as they choose, whether it be it seems like a lot of the states are doing competitions between the different Bass Nation clubs to collect the most, and then they're the ones that'll get the Jackal lures at the end of the season.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting, and I'm tickled that a lot of these companies are getting behind it and participating in it. And I remember when I was in a fishing club, we used to do lake cleanups, and we would just, and it's great, and there's still a lot of, great actors out there, a lot of great clubs out there doing this kind of stuff. I also fished a lot of farm ponds, and one of the things that I always tried to do, because of my, club involvement, was I wanted to leave that pond cleaner than when I got there. And that meant if I saw lures, saw packaging, I pick it up, put it in the trash. I love that movement. I'm trying to teach it to my son when we go fishing. But I think as a group, and wouldn't you agree that we're pretty good actors, we're pretty good players out there. I think the vast majority of us are really interested in taking care of our waterways.
Exactly. It's about showing the public that we are, not just as bass fishermen, but just as conservationists. A lot of people outside the actual fishing industry don't understand necessarily that bass fishermen, that hunters, that we're all conservationists and we're looking to protect our environment.
Absolutely. We definitely are. And so what can we do? As we can take the pledge, and I guess we can share it with our clubs, and what else can we do, to help spread the word for the Pitch It campaign? Yeah,
basically at pledgetopitchit.org, we list different recycling, different places to recycle, as well as all the different clubs to hear other people's stories. But also, and it's not fully up on the website yet, all the Bass Nation states that are being involved, but that'll all be up there as proposals for other people to see, to take their ideas and try to spread the word, and maybe even make their own ideas for how they want to get involved. So it's very just be creative with it. Just make it your own. Basically, that's the way we're doing it.
In the world of social media, we can really do that.
Exactly.
We've all got our Facebook pages and Twitter and YouTube channels. We need to show the world that we're out there cleaning that up. We're taking care of our business, and we're being good actors. We've got so many out there. I know a lot of the co-anglers that I fish with, and I love that they'll police my boat up. They'll go through and take all the dead the plastics that were worn and tore out, and they'll clean it up and throw it away. And I think that's great. I think as fishermen, we're really about conservation. We were just talking a little bit earlier about the no piercing call tags.
Yeah.
Movement. It's honestly, it's a movement.
Exactly.
I mean, as soon as that became available to anglers out there, everybody jumped all over it because we all want to take care of the fish.
Yeah, and with the live coverage, you see the guys that don't have them now, and it almost makes them look bad on camera. I look at it now, and
about that.
You see the guys with that have the non-piercing ones, and they're game for it. And then other guys that are true professionals that have been in the industry for a long time and just haven't changed over yet. So it's definitely, like you said, a policing thing that people see it and they recognize who's doing the right thing and who's not. Now.
Yeah, you don't want to be caught on camera punching a hole through that fish's jaw, right, Carpenter? And for those of you that don't know what we're talking about, call tags are tags that you're going to be that we use as tournament anglers to mark our small fish, so that we can very efficiently go into our live wells and we can pull out the smaller fish and go through the culling process. And historically, we've had piercing tags, which actually pierce a really thin membrane in the lower jaw of the bass, and it pierces the jaw. And but the no piercing call tags, TH Marine makes a great one, and there's several out there that actually just clip onto the lower jaw, causing no harm to the fish at all. So there's a lot of exciting stuff going on out there like that. We want to take care of our fish. We want to take care of our fisheries. I mean, what's next? What's next with Keep America Fishing? What do you guys have in the pipeline? Is there anything new coming down the line?
We have a whole lot of, not as much for the bass anglers, but we are always constantly doing a lot of saltwater related items.
Right.
And I don't know if y'all heard about the whole red snapper and the Gulf Coast issue. But basically, this year, for private recreational anglers, your average angler that wants to fish in federal water, they made it a 3-day season. It was 9 last year, and every year it's steadily gone down and down. Yet, with conservation efforts, the red snapper populations have really come back. So the divide has been, why do we keep losing our days? Commercial isn't affected at all. Why are your average recreational angler being punished for it? And so we fought against that and added 39 days to the season this year.
Wow.
It was huge for the industry.
Yes, it is.
And so not just that, but there's been a lot of other issues that have been in the industry and need to be taken care of. So now the biggest thing we're working on right now is called the Modern Fish Act, which is a saltwater bill that's currently in Congress that's working to correct a lot of the issues with federal saltwater fisheries. And so whether they are decreased seasons, a lot of the issue that we found is just bad science.
Right.
So working to really get stock assessments taken care of in a real science and technology basis.
I gotcha.
And so that's the biggest thing that we're currently working on.
Well, it's like day in and day out, you're advocating for the rights of the anglers.
Yes, sir.
Freshwater and salt.
Yep.
Man, we love that.
Yeah.
we hope you keep going. And you guys put on this great iCast show every year. And it's just it's an amazing show. It looks like this year is going to be bigger and better than ever. And other than the amazing addition of Bass University Live at this year's iCast show, what else is hot from your perspective here at iCast?
I got to attend the new product showcase reception last night.
Okay.
I saw a lot of really, really cool things.
What struck you? What did you see?
Well, I saw Ike's new jig for the first time.
Right.
That was big. There's a lot of new rods. There's a lot of new terminal tackle. Just everything. A lot of just innovative things that you that everyone will see. And I'm glad to have Bass U here to try to show the public some of this thing, because everyone knows iCast is an industry show. And I've been a bass fisherman since I was in college. I fished for the FLW College Series and all. And the nostalgia around iCast, whether it be Tackle Warehouse, whatever it was, as soon as iCast came out, it was always the best of new projects. And just
couldn't wait to get it.
Yeah, the more ways that you can see the new products that are coming out, the better.
And we're excited to do it. And, we're going to be able to give you guys first look at everything. And the new product showcase, you're going to be picking the winners tonight.
Yeah, they'll be picked tonight.
And we'll be showcasing as many of those as we can right here on Bass U Live. We'll be talking about them. Well, that's exciting. You're a bass fisherman working here in the Pitch It and Keep America Fishing campaign. We love one of our own in there working on our behalf.
Yeah.
Did you ever aspire to take it to the next level?
I didn't bass fish till I was in college. I was always a hunter my whole life.
Okay.
And it actually resulted from too many football injuries that just kept me from competing in football anymore. And I still had that competitive drive. So I went to a very small school that was just a very Southern gentleman, outdoors-oriented school. And so we started the bass fishing club there. And in the 3 years I was there, we made the inaugural FLW College Fishing National Championship, 2 regional championships, and I had a blast. So that's basically how I got started.
Yeah, that's an amazing start. So from there, how did you wind up in this position?
Actually, my girlfriend found the job. I was working in a animal lab, working with fish, but for science for 4 years, and she ended up finding the job. I thought it was I thought it was out of my realm and just too many requirements that I didn't have. But they saw my passion for fishing, and they saw my fishing background, working with sponsors and whatnot, and here I am now.
Excellent.
Just since November.
Wow. No kidding.
Yeah, so this is my first iCast.
Right.
Yeah.
And you were able to get us part of this. I appreciate that, and I think that's definitely key to do stuff like this. And we're gonna help out any way we can. We're certainly going to be carrying that Pitch It campaign through the next 12 months at Bass University. We're going to be talking about it on Bass University Live. We're going to be talking about it in the classroom, on our social media outlets. So anything we can do to help you guys, we'll certainly keep doing that. And
yeah, really appreciate it.
Yeah, we're happy to do it, and I certainly want to invite everybody to take the pledge, the Pitch It pledge, and they can do that at
pledgetopitchit.org.
pledgetopitchit.org. So take the pledge, guys. Let's keep our waterways real clean. And I can see our boys back there taking the pledge right now. Appreciate that, Justin. And but I appreciate you being with us here, Alan. And I invite you to come back anytime. Throughout the next 3 days, and we're going to be talking all new product stuff. What do you got, Carpenter?
Sounds like we're wrapping it up. Just want you to let everybody know we will be back at 10:30 with our next in an hour.
In an hour.
Take an hour break, and we'll be back with Tom Champeau from Florida, Director of Freshwater Fisheries, Scott Suggs, Nick Wiley from Florida again, and Rob Lever with Deuce Rods.
Excellent. We got a great lineup. We're going to be talking with some great folks. Scott Suggs, one of our Bass University instructors, which is talking about suspended bass fishing, right, Justin? That's going to be released tomorrow. So for all you guys battling bass fishing in the summertime, you're definitely going to want to check that out. I also want to mention again that check us out. Try us for 30 days free. Use BUTV30 discount code, and come over to Bass University, bassu.tv, and subscribe. 30 days free. We have almost 200 instructional seminars. Almost 300 instructional seminars, full length, that are going to really help you move your fishing to the next level. Thank you, Alan, for being with us.
Definitely.
Take the Pitch It pledge. We'll be right back here in about an hour.